We've known for a while that the 600i was getting a much needed update to the interior of the ship, and we finally got our first taste of the changes in this week's Star Citizen Live, and we're going to break it down all here. Let's get it! The Origin JumpWorks 600i. For some time now, we've known that they were updating the 600i to include a medical bay. This last Star Citizen Live, we found out that there was much more to the updating of the 600i than just adding a med bay. This is a complete rework of the ship. They now have gone through concept pass, floor plans, added more functionality, but they want to make sure one thing is very clear.
We have not started on the 600i rework yet.
This is just concept.
Just concept.
They said the majority of the interior is changing. The captain's quarters and bridge are staying. They plan on showing more of the 600i changes at IAE, but they gave us a glimpse into some of the changes a couple days ago. The middle section of the 600i is changed with this rework. The crew quarters is changed. The new concept art adds to that empty space by adding the floral aesthetic. One of the biggest changes to the 600i is now it will have 3 decks versus the current 2. This is the current cargo bay area. There's a whole lot of empty space, and the current cargo lift isn't very large, barely fitting a Cyclone. This is the cargo lift area of the Explorer version's bottom deck, where it can now fit a Nova tank and everything's smaller. That's right, you heard me correctly, a Nova tank. This is the middle deck of the Explorer. There is a storage room for all of your stuff. You don't have to leave your cargo in the 3rd floor. You can bring it up and store it in the mid-level and leave that cargo area open for other activities. This makes it easier to move containers of your equipment into a storage area while still leaving the cargo area open for actual cargo. There is so much unused space on the current 600i. The Explorer version will have an armory on the top deck that each crew member will have multiple suit locker spaces, and this is going to only be in the Explorer version. They're trying to figure out which colors they want to use for the interior of the ship. They kept the current back window with minor adjustments for the updated concepts. This is the back of the touring model. When talking about the touring model, they touched on improving the docking collar, the weapon and turret integration, adding extra windows on the top. Lifts are going to be changing. Escape pods are all changing. This concept art is directly related to the touring model. They said think of those colored hanging lights as RGB lights, as they have multiple colors in mind. They also added a triangular pool with a water wall feature they took from the 890 and scaled it down. If Star Citizen looks like a game that you want to purchase, be sure to use a referral code so you can get an extra 5,000 in-game currency. If you want to use my code, I'll leave it in the description below. Hey, if you like this content and you want to see more guides, gameplay, and news of Star Citizen, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you would like to play games with me, I'm a variety streamer on Twitch and YouTube. I stream on twitch.tv/NovaPrototype as well as youtube.com/NovaPrototype. And I stream Star Citizen Mondays and Fridays on Twitch, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, as well as Tuesdays on YouTube, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Or if you're interested in joining an organization within Star Citizen, you can join our org, Aspida T Consortium. I'll leave the links for both the organization and the Discord in the description below. And that's it for the 600i info drops. We can expect to see more in the next couple of weeks when they go more in depth at IAE. So what do you guys think so far about the changes to the 600i? Does this make you want the 600i even more? When do you think we'll be able to get our hands on this rework? Be on the lookout for more guides, tips, and news videos in the coming weeks. This is Nova, signing off.